Good evening, folks. This is your boy Mom the Killer Ace, aka the Black Ankh, here to talk to you about, about knowledge. About basically today's topic is about the pi ratio. So, what is the pi ratio? What is it like? What is this ratio that governs the whole world? That even in maths is there, the pi ratio, the pi that you always use to create the circle, like pi r square, pi d for the circumference. So you can see that the pi ratio is really there in everything, but the thing that you don't know is that it's literally everywhere. Everything that's happening, everything that's going on in life right now, even this right now, is going according to the pi ratio. Everything that's around you is moving or growing or accessing the pi ratio. If I could just like expound that for you. So basically what the pi ratio is just think of numbers. Think of the Fibonacci series, right? Well, you start from 0, right? Start from 0, then you go to 1. Then 0 plus 1, 1 again. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 13. 13 plus 8, 21, and so forth and so on. Like, it keeps increasing at that rate. And if you find the ratio of these numbers, you can see that the ratio is always going to be 3.14, which is the pi ratio, which is that ratio is always going to be there. You can either count it as 3.14 or you can count it as 1.61, which is like the radius. So this ratio governs the entire physical plane, physical existence that we're living in right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like our consciousness is growing or it's reacting to the pi ratio at all times. That's how our inbuilt DNA, that's our inbuilt system. So think about it for a second. Like, look at the way your fingers are growing. You can see how proportional they are. You can see how your body is like a work of art. As you can see, like, it's designed in such a way where there are no types of mistakes. So it's weird. Like, everything around you is just built upon the pi ratio. So for example, if I'm trying to tell you an example about my arms, basically just normal example, arms, this, right? Starts from here, maybe 1. Okay, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. That's the whole length. See, becomes the whole length. 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, so on. It's not necessarily like, I'm not necessarily telling you the exact dimensions of my arms, because my arms are really fucking huge, but I'm just telling you how it goes. Like, how it goes from one previous number to the other just keeps jumping and adding itself to the previous form and becoming more better, more bigger, more sublime, more defined, as you can say. So this pi ratio is in everything, like literally everything. You don't even understand. So basically it's a numerical series in the Fibonacci series. You can find it in mathematics. You can find it in geometrical shapes. In every geometrical shapes you can find the pi ratio being, especially in triangles, in circles. It's all there. Like, you can see how even the circle, how the circle is perfect. It's perfect because of the pi ratio. So you can see how this is very important. It's very important towards understanding the fabric of this universe that we're living in. To understand what's going on and why are things proportional? Why are things exactly how we are? Why are we like this, like half? Like, you have to be able to notice the signs, especially if your third eye is open. You will be able to see the synchronicities and be able to see the pi ratio in act at all times. So more pi ratio appearances. Pi ratios in the human body, as I just explained, that's just one of many examples. That's this world. Also in other animals, if you can see the proportions of other animals, the fingers of the dogs, there's many explanations. I can just show you right now, maybe in the pictures. I'll show you some pictures before the end of this video, just to give you an example of what these types of pi ratio look like or are. But right now I'm just gonna try to explain it to you and just try to get you interested in it. Moreover, plants, yeah, exactly, plants is it's so simple, it's so obvious. You can just write that, you can just see how the plants are growing, and even from the fucking petals, from the leaves, you can see when the buds just grow, it's one bud, and then it's two, and then it's three, and then it's, and like as you grow, the amount of buds growing and the amount of leaves growing from the trees increases by the time the branch increases, by the time the tree is growing. So you can see how it's like small, everything just grows with the pi ratio. So you can see everything just moves up with the pi ratio. So it's very I don't know, it's just very beautiful, honestly, when you see everything in synchronicity, when you see a flower and everything, all the petals are just arranged in order and just growing in such an order, from a small, maybe 4 or 5 petals, then it keeps growing in that pi ratio. And you can see that synchronicity, that fucking pattern. It's very obvious and it's everywhere. That's the problem. Like, you don't even understand, man. It's fucking everywhere. So where else? Oh, the solar system, the arrangement of the stars, how the stars also are moving from each other. You can see that there's also a pi ratio there. I'll show you the example at the end of the video. No worries. What else? In art and architecture, whatever we do is also according to the pi ratio. Like, we are conscious beings, right? We've already consciously been moving about trying to research this dimension. So how we act towards, we grow, we act, we speak, everything that we do it with the pi ratio. Everything grows with the pi ratio. Everything goes in synchronicity with the pi ratio. So if you can know that, if you can see that, you can see also the patterns of your life and how you're doing it, and how are things growing according to the pi ratio. So it's very important to figure out this pattern of life and try to basically move with it, try to basically go with it, instead of just looking blank and yo, what the fuck is going on. No, you just you move with the pi ratio of the world. You move with the sine wave of this universe, with the vibration of this universe, with the help of the pi ratio. Okay, you can see the art, the architecture, the purest architecture, the best buildings, the best art, it's all based upon the pi ratio. Leonardo da Vinci, all of his drawings, all of his work, all of his art that he's made was according to the pi ratio, according to the proportions of the pi ratio, because he knew that was the fundamental piece of this universe. That's how everything is supposed to come out, because already by design this universe is already out by the pi ratio. So for us, as how can I say, as people coming from this world, coming from the pi ratio of this world, created by the pi ratio of this world, growing and doing things by the pi ratio of this world, it can't be helped, but everything that you're doing comes out as pi ratio too. So if something is going well, something's going bad, it's just it's either you're not flowing with it right, or you're flowing with it awesomely. So it's just how do you go with the flow? How do you move with the synchronicities of the world? So with that, really, the pi ratio is very interesting, and it has many examples, and it has many eye-opening examples. As I told you, especially if your third eye is open, if you can see the straight up, you can see the pi ratio in everything. If your third eye is open, if you're fucking, not your third eye, your pineal gland is activated. Okay, moving on. Oh, you can see it in music too. That's the thing. You can see why is music so soothing. Why? It's the frequencies that they bring out. They bring it out in such a nice pi ratio kind of way. Especially if you see the binaural beats, they come out in such a way that it's just wavy and just you can feel it. You can feel the vibrations growing and going up with the pi ratio and coming down, and it's fucking beautiful, man. You have to hear. I'll put all the examples down at the description below so you can see it. But I'm just keeping rolling with it. Population growth. I don't know about that. That's the first one I've seen. But as I just told you, everything that's happening in this world grows with the pi ratio, so you cannot really deny it. You can't really understand it. Everything really basically grows exponentially. So as you can see from this generation, like the past 100 years, how the population has grown. It has grown exponentially, and it's, man, from like almost maybe only 2 billion people for the past hundreds of years, 200 years, now to almost like 10 billion people now, like, and counting up. So it's really crazy, man. But yeah, that's just one of the many examples. And what else? The stock market. Yo, man, what fucking examples are this? Stock market too? Damn, man, I didn't know about that. But what I do know about the stock market is that they have this type of pattern, this type of thing that happens, that every 8 years, every 9 years, like the stock market is going well, it's going good, and then afterwards like it crashes, so that they can just put another flow of like dollars and money again, so it goes up and down. So you can see again, it's another cycle, it's another, how is the money growing, and then when the money is going like inflation, then it just goes down again. So you can see like it's also going according to the pi ratio. Like everything is going in a wave, and everything is going in a sine, everything is going in cycles, and the way it grows and the way it goes down, it goes all according to the pi ratio. So this pi ratio, this phenomenon that we do know as pi ratio, as we just know about it as pi, it's very important. How your face looks, how everything, how your body looks, how everything looks is according to the pi ratio. How your house looks, how everything is like proportional. It is because of the pi ratio. So if you do know that, and if you see that around you, you can see how beautiful life is. So it's crazy, man. What else? Yeah, I guess those are all the examples for the pi ratio, man. So, and yeah, let me show, I forgot to show you the actual examples. Well, this is not the proper example, but this is like kind of like, how can I say it? An idea of what a pi ratio should look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always starts with a small line, a small circle, and then keeps growing 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Like, you see, it's just growing in a fucking spiral, just fucking growing at you, man. It's fucking crazy, man. So, and if you look around, if you look at like maybe Tumblr or other pages, you can see a lot of different pi ratio designs and how they applied the pi ratio in different stuff and different things and different what are those called, different media, like different arts, exactly, like different graphics and arts. They put that pi ratio in different graphics and arts, so you can see how the pi ratio is moving. So there's some simulations where you just see like you're kind of in a hologram, and it just keeps going in and out and in and out, you know, shit like that. So it's like you can see, it's just, this universe is just, it's perfect. I don't know who built it. I still don't know who built it, or who, I don't know. There's no one up there who just fucking made this shit like a fucking script. I don't know how this shit came through, but all I do know is that like something just, consciousness just made this reality with a basic set of rules, and the fundamental rules of this universe is the pi ratio. So if you pay homage to that, and if you look around you and see how beautiful things are, and you know, just move everything with the pi ratio, the way you talk, the way you move, the way you breathe, everything in synchronicity, you will see that you're one with the world. You will see how the world is just like, it's just an example of the pi ratio. So that was it about the pi ratio. Yeah, the video took a bit long, but yeah, I hope that you got some knowledge out of this. And I hope maybe if you don't know about the pi ratio, you do know now, and you're interested in like checking it out and looking at it. And yeah, I'll leave all the examples and the description, no, the links of the examples that I just told you down at the description below. And if you have any comments or anything to say, just please comment and just talk about this topic with me. Yeah, please like and subscribe. This is your boy The Killer, the Black Ankh. Peace out, homies. Good vibes.